What is
Hello,
up, everybody?
everybody.
Welcome back to the Red Zone Show. Formerly known, but as you can see, we have been rebranded. We are now called the Go for Two Show. Go for Two Podcast, Go for Two Show, whatever you want to call it. We have Peyton here today. I did a mock draft yesterday night. Last night, I might to say that. But it was good. It went well. I felt like I was able to get through it without any mistakes. That was fun. And then, I got Peyton on tonight because I want to see what he thinks about this year's draft. And we'll kind of do more of these throughout the offseason now that college football is about to be over next Monday with the national championship game. But a lot of good offseason stuff. Looking forward to that. And as you can see, I'm repping a St. Louis Rams Todd Gurley jersey today. I had to pull out of the closet for today's show for the NFL mock draft. I want to get this framed, so if you guys want to do that, please feel free to put it in the comments. I'm just kidding. No, I'm actually not kidding. Please do that. And also, I showed Peyton this, but I also want to show the viewers. I went out and got an Aaron Murray number 11 jersey. Took 2 months to get here. Definitely an official jersey, but another one of those things I want to get framed. I used to have an 11 Murray jersey when I was a kid, so it's just kind of nostalgic. And he's my favorite Georgia quarterback ever, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. Peyton, what do you think about this year's mock draft or this draft? Like, do you think there's any big strengths or weaknesses? Like, what was kind of your opinion on the position groups?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I like halfway heard what you said, and the other halfway I couldn't. For anyone who is watching, same as the last episode, my internet is still really bad. So I don't know if I'm gonna come out choppy. I don't know if my voice is gonna come out choppy, but I can't really hear anything. So I'm just kind of improvising tonight, I guess. But say that one more time. I heard draft talent. Is that what you were talking about?
I was talking about like the specific position groups this year. Like, where do you think there's a really what are the strong position groups and what are the weak position groups?
Well, obviously the weaker. I don't know if it's the weakest, but the weaker out of all of them is probably quarterback. Because I mean, outside of Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders, there's not really anybody, that I think would go in the first round. Like Jalen Milrow it might be like a Lamar Jackson type thing. Maybe like somebody like the Giants or the Raiders or the Jets. Maybe they trade down to the end of the first round and then just take Jalen Milrow there. But I really, if we're talking about the strongest, probably edge or O-line. Because, I mean, outside of Tedero McMillan and Luther Burden and Travis Hunter, I hope I'm not forgetting anybody, but I can't really, those are really the only three receivers that I think would go in the first round. Which I've seen mock drafts with Luther Burden not even going in the first round. I know he had a down year last year, but I mean, some people just don't think he's really going to go in the first round. I could see him going to somebody like the Jets again, but like Jalen Milrow, I don't know if they'll pick him at 7. They might trade down to 20 or something like that and take him there.
I don't think he's going to go very high either. I was saying last night. Yes, someone is saying that my audio is choppy. It may not be you, Peyton.
So it's not me. Perfect.
It's not you, it's me. It's like all great relationships. It's not you, it's me. Maybe you want to talk more about maybe talk about one of the position groups that you like this year. I'm going to try to fix an audio.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think if I was going off of what I like the most, then I would say receiver. I don't think there's the most best receivers, if that makes any sense. But I don't exactly think that. I don't know. I can't think of a good way to explain it. based off of pure talent, the best position group is probably edge. My favorite is probably receiver. I really like Teteroa McMillan. I really like Luther Burden. I like Travis Hunter as a receiver. I'm trying to think of some other underrated receivers. I can't off the back of my out of the back of my mind. I can't really do it, but
Right.
no, I like Teteroa McMillan. I think he'll probably go top 10, maybe even top 5. I could see somebody like Jags. Because I mean, I don't want to go ahead and spoil some of my picks here, but if we're being completely honest, after 1 and 2, there's not going to be a quarterback worth taking at 3, 4, 5. So somebody like the Giants, I mean, they could trade down for something. I don't know why they would.
Right.
When you've got Travis Hunter sitting right there. So, Travis Hunter at 3, and then I think Abdul Carter at 4, and then Teteroa McMillan at 5. That's how I see it playing out. But again, I mean, it's so early into the offseason. It's really not even the offseason yet. So, I mean, I don't think Tennessee is going to trade out of the first pick unless they do something like the Panthers or the Bears did and wait till next year. But even next year, I can't really think of elite quarterback talent in next year's draft either. Because, I mean, unless Drew Aller really turns it around, but I don't know at the same time, because I've seen stuff saying that if he were to declare this year, he would be a top 5 pick, which, I mean, I don't really know if that's accurate or not. But
you never know. I mean, it's so funny we sit here and we try and figure out what these NFL scouts are thinking, but in reality, I'm not an NFL scout. I'm not sure what they're thinking, so it's who knows.
But
Am I still choppy, Peyton? Am I still
say what?
choppy?
Yeah.
My audio fixed? I'm good?
Not really.
No? Still really
no,
bad?
you're still a little bit choppy.
It's so weird. It's just
but,
my microphone. I don't know why it's being weird. Hold on. Keep going, Peyton.
I don't really know if these two are comparable by any means at all because they were two completely different situations. But what I'm trying to say is you think of Joe Burrow when he played at Ohio State. He went 3 years and he never really saw any playing time. And then he went to LSU and threw for over 5,000 yards. I think he had 5,600. I don't know, something like that. 50 touchdowns maybe. That was really his only year to I guess prove something. And he proved it, absolutely. He went first overall, but that was all based off of one really good season. With Drew Aller, I know it's different because he's been playing for 2 years at Penn State now. But
I cut you off. Is that any better now, or is it still kind of choppy?
It's still kind of choppy.
Let's get a new microphone.
Have you tried to unplug it?
Yeah, I've done it 6 times.
Is it sitting in the whatever it's called?
I think I'm trying to switch back and forth. Hold on, let me see. Is this any better? Or is it still weird?
Say something?
Is it still weird or is it fine now?
I mean, you're choppy, but it's not as bad. I can make out what you're saying a lot better now.
Okay. Surface technical difficulties. I will be fixing this in next week.
Yeah, but that's my thought on the quarterback talent, I guess. As far as edge rusher goes, you got Abdul Carter, Michael Williams, Jalen Walker, James Pierce. Those are really the big 4 that I think of that would go in the first round. Which would you classify Jalen Walker as an edge rusher? Because, I mean, I would.
I would too.
He plays more off the edge than he does off ball, doesn't he?
Yeah, he can play off ball if he wanted to. Definitely.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of yeah. I might be getting this completely wrong because I wasn't too deep into football when this was going on. But for whatever reason, when I think of Jalen Walker, I think of what is that dude's name? Tyree Wilson out of Texas Tech.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Because if I remember right, I could be thinking of somebody completely different. But I want to say – because I remember when he got drafted. But I just don't really remember if he was off ball as much as he was off the edge,
He was
and that's
more
why I think
online than anything.
you said more on the line.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't go like play linebacker or anything. He was
Right,
definitely
and
more
that's
on the ball.
what makes me say what?
He was definitely more like on the ball.
Yeah. Well, you want to just go ahead and get this thing started?
We'll jump in.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And again, guys, I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties. We're gonna fix this. I'm gonna get a new mic tonight. This is ridiculous. I mean, this is an old microphone anyway. I've had it for like 4 years, so I'm not surprised.
You're using a microphone like on your jersey?
Yeah, it's a lav mic.
Is that the one you've always used?
Yeah. I don't know why all of a sudden it's not giving me problems.
What if you
It
just
didn't give
use
me problems
the
last night.
speaker or like the microphone on your computer?
My desktop doesn't have a microphone.
Oh, you're on a desktop.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
could use my MacBook, but I'd have to rejoin.
Yeah.
So,
No, we'll just tough it out. We'll just.
we will. I probably won't clip this video, then I'll probably just leave it up as is.
Yeah.
Because the last night videos went fine. That's so weird. I don't get it.
Right.
Okay.
So I think
we're Tennessee Titans. We're on clock here, Peyton.
Okay. What I was gonna say is I think it's interchangeable between Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders. I think it'll be Cam Ward first overall, just because Shedeur Sanders is it like I would say he's more accurate than Cam Ward. They both have a really good ability to make plays, to extend plays, but I guess the only difference is that Cam Ward has a higher upside with the improvisation. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that or not, but that's how I'll say it. But I guess I don't know. I guess it's really a matter of who do you want. Pick your poison. I don't really know if that's a good way to explain it, but that's what I mean. I think it'll be Cam Ward.
I think so too. I think they're going to look at like just stat line in general. As well, but we'll go Cam Ward number 1.
Pretty obvious.
I think yeah, I was going to say. I think if the Browns don't pick a quarterback here, then it'll be a long time before they're good again. Yeah. Let's just be honest.
Well, you already know who I'm going here at number 3. I kind of gave it away earlier. Who are you going? Who did you have yesterday?
I had Travis Hunter going.
Okay. It just makes too much sense. You know, it makes way too much sense. He's arguably the best in the draft class, like in terms of like overall talent, I guess.
100%.
But I guess the question is, where would he play? Because they need really bad help on both sides of that, on both sides of those positions. But then you think of Malik Neighbors. It's like I don't want to say that it's good that he's the only good receiver they have. But when you have somebody who's as good as Malik Neighbors, it's like a George Pickens situation. You know, it's not necessarily beneficial to only have one good receiver because that's the only receiver you can really throw the ball to. But in like crunch time situations, I mean, he's a very reliable target. And I would say Travis Hunter is the same too. It's just a matter of it. Like I don't know if you've seen Cam Newton's analogy of it, but you got to think if Travis Hunter does play both sides of the ball and he plays somebody like Miami, he's going to have to guard Tyreek Hill, who's the fastest player in the NFL, is a really good receiver. And then after that, he's going to have to line up against Jalen Ramsey and try to beat out Jalen Ramsey on, his routes and everything. But I think he'll play both positions easily. I think he'll be a corner. I think he'll mainly play corner than he would like a receiver. And I think it'll probably be like they'll probably have set specific like gadget plays where Travis Hunter is a receiver or like a running back or whatever they decide to do with him, because I think he could literally do anything besides maybe quarterback, but maybe he could do that. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think you're on the right track. I agree. I think he's going to play corner, most of the time. But I think when like offense needs a spark, I think he'll play more than that. But I think like they'll put Travis Hunter in like the slot
Yeah.
and put Malik Neighbors on the outside or vice versa and move those guys around. And then what are you going to do as a DB? I mean, who are you going to put your second cornerback on?
Right.
You're going to put them on either Malik Neighbors or Travis Hunter. You're doing both ways. So I think the Giants are getting a really good player, a versatile player. I think he's the best player in the draft. And at number 3, I think it's a steal. Because if these teams that need quarterback, I think Travis Hunter goes number 1 overall.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
No questions asked.
Number 4.
Right. Patriots.
I mean, I have Abdul Carter going here because
Okay.
after Matthew Judon left, and even when Matthew Judon was there, no hate to Matthew Judon because he's been good for the Falcons, but I mean, he's just aging. You know, there's nobody on the Patriots D line that really stands out, and I think with Abdul Carter, it's like it's almost like a Micah Parsons situation. You know, he comes in, makes an immediate impact. I think he'll do that. I think he's got the ability to do that. If Travis Hunter was not in this draft class, Abdul Carter would probably be the best overall.
Yeah. He's just got an insane movement.
Yeah.
Being that, I can't remember how tall he is.
Was Penn State edge rushers, man.
Dude,
he's got good size.
He's not like huge.
No.
But he's not like terrible either. I mean, if you go in here, you can see the snap count on everything. 13 sacks, 43 quarterback hurries. Are you joking?
Yeah.
The NFL treats those as sacks.
Right.
Let's be real.
Well, I mean, that's why Myles Garrett won.
Times he's getting in their face,
Right. That's why Myles Garrett won Defensive Player of the Year last year. TJ Watt had I don't know how many more sacks. So I'm not going to say anything crazy, but I know that Myles Garrett had a lot more pressures. I'm doing air quotes. You can really see it. I know he had a lot more pressures and hurries in general, which I guess is somehow more valuable than a sack. But, this is not I'm not saying I think TJ Watt should have won Defensive Player of the Year. I think he should have won, but I'm not the one to go on Instagram and start commenting under the Browns page or the NFL's page and be like, TJ Watt should have won Defensive Player of the Year. Number 1, it's a waste of time for me. Number 2, I don't work for the Browns or the Steelers.
Right.
So.
Well, also, it's in reality, it's not a sack award.
Right, right.
It's not a sack award.
Yeah.
I like Abdul Carter here. It's different than what I had, which is good. Where did I have him going? I had Abdul Carter going to the Jags spot. I had I had Will Campbell going to the Patriots.
To the Patriots. I like that too. I like that too because in the Jags, it's like a number 5. It's a pretty weird pick here because they could go. I mean, they could go in literally any direction they wanted to. They could go O-line, D-line with Mason Graham. They could go cornerback with Will Johnson because they need every single one of those positions. I mean, they need O-line. I don't know about how bad they need O-line because I don't really pay attention to the Jags. I know they're struggling in the secondary though. So,
I mean, to me, if Will Campbell slips down and Travis Hunter not on the board, then I would go Will Campbell and tighten up that line, the line vacancy. I mean, he allowed 2 sacks this year, 5 hits on the quarterback, 11 hurries. But, I mean, he's 6'6", 323, and he's 21 years old. You got time to make him better. You can develop him into a really good player. They have him averaging out at 9, which I think is fair. But I think the Jags can't. There's nothing else really that they need that they should take this high.
Right.
I'm such a value to pick ratio guy. I'm not gonna pick. I'm not gonna get on here and take Tyler Warren or I don't know, some of these other guys who are I'm not gonna take a Matthew Golden right now. He's a great wide receiver, but I'm not gonna take him. I'm not gonna take that Earl McMillan. You can get better receivers down the board, in my opinion.
Better receivers than Tyrell McMillan?
No, I'm just saying when you think about it over the entire course of the draft.
Oh, you mean okay, I see what you're saying.
Do I reach now for a wide receiver, or do I wait down the board and get somebody and trade? Maybe the Jags trade down and get 2 first-round picks. and they go out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Like they trade down and they get Matthew Golden here at 15.
Oh,
Like,
also,
that to me is a better pick.
I'm gonna come back to what we're talking about now, but I completely forgot about this earlier when you asked me what I thought the deepest position was. I'm thinking about it now, and it's easily running back.
I disagree. I think it's edge. Let's look at the running back for everyone who's watching who there isn't. We'll look at the running back room. I mean,
all I see is like studs.
I mean, from 87 to up are really good players. But I said the same thing about last year. I thought that what was that guy from Missouri? I thought he was going to get drafted super high. I really liked that guy from Missouri. I can't remember his name. Crap. I don't think the running back room is as deep as the wide receiver room or the edge room. Like,
well, go back to running backs.
Okay.
And go down past Quinshad Judkins. So RJ Harvey, I think he had a pretty good season. If that's the right dude, I think it is. Yeah, he had a pretty good season. Dude under him is who was the guy under him? That dude from Kansas State. I don't know anything about him. I'll be completely honest. I don't know anything about this guy, but he had a good season. He had a really good season.
He's 21.
21. Damian Martinez.
I like him out of Auburn. He was really good. He wasn't like he put up stats, but that dude is fast.
Right.
Who are you saying?
I will say, I like Todd Brooks. I like Todd Brooks a lot. I like Ollie Gordon. Ollie Gordon did not have a good year. I'm not going to say good year, but I don't know what happened.
He split.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I think his O-line just was shit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess I didn't really – Rocket Sanders. So maybe there's more value than I think.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, though, because overall, like in terms of like actual value from the NFL, edge is probably the best. But from like overall, it doesn't matter who goes where, whatever. I think running back is probably the deepest because I mean, we just looked at who is Joe Evans. Why is his picture on there?
I don't know who this guy is.
But either way, back to the conversation before. What were you saying? I remember. We were talking about number 5. Now, like same thing that I was saying before. I think there's a lot of different ways that you could go here. Ultimately, I think you did make a really good point about the O-line. But I also think that Will Johnson could be the pick here. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't really know how much the Jags value corner. Because, I mean, I just don't think taking a corner at 5 is a good idea. Unless you know that player is going to be that good. But I just – Well, that's the thing, though, is that – I mean, he's like – what is he, 6'3"?
He's 6'2".
He's like he's like a prototypical, outside corner, I guess. But yeah. I think the talent's there. Like, I really do. I wouldn't hate it if the Jags took Will Johnson at number 5.
Do you want to go Will Johnson here?
Well, I think we should do what makes the most sense. And what I think they'll do is they'll probably take Will Campbell at number 5, especially if he makes it down to number 5.
I mean that's fair too. And what I'm about to get into this pick, and I know you're not going to like my pick here. I'm going to try and convince you otherwise. But I mean, if you go look at the drafts in the past, where do tackles go? Where do edges go? Travis Hunter is an outlier because he can play 2 positions. But where do these tackles go? They go in the top 15. They go up high. What happens to mediocre quarterbacks?
Right.
They go very high. And you're not going to like this pick, but I did it last night because I think it makes the most sense. But I think Jalen Milroe goes to the Raiders.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
And my reasoning, Peyton, is because what happened last year with all of those mediocre midline quarterbacks? They went within the top 15, and we're all sitting there going, what? The Falcons just picked Michael Penix? The Broncos just picked Bo Nix? And the Vikings just picked J.J. McCarthy. So it was like all of these different things. Of like, whoa, these quarterbacks are going higher than most people thought.
Right.
I think it shows, and same with, like, I talked to Peyton outside of the show about his comparison to me is Anthony Richardson.
Right.
Unfortunately, you don't really get to see his rushing stats, I don't think. But I'd like to see his rushing stats. I think he goes high. I think Jalen Murray goes to the Raiders. And
Yeah.
too, with Tom Brady now kind of being involved, I kind of said this last night, I think Tom Brady isn't going to coach him, but I think Tom Brady will make sure that he's taken care of.
Right. Right. No, that makes a lot of sense. I don't hate this pick. And I think one way or another, Jalen Milroe is probably going to be a Las Vegas Raider. The thing is, and this is what I was saying earlier, I don't know if it's going to be at number 6.
Yeah.
Because I understand the reasoning, because you made a really good point about last year's draft. Outside of Caleb Williams, Drake May, and Jaden Daniels, nobody thought that like any of those other guys were going to go when they did. But you look at it now, and like Bo Nix had a really good year. Michael Penix, he looked really good in the time that he got to play. Obviously, J.J. McCarthy didn't get to play this year. But even in the preseason, it's preseason, whatever, he still looks pretty good, So I think one way or another, Jalen Milroe will be a Las Vegas Raider. I just don't know if it's going to be at number 6. Because they could, go back to all the positions. Mason Graham, Ashton Genty, which they probably wouldn't take Ashton Genty, but I'm just reading names here. Will Johnson, scroll down a little bit. Malachi Starks, Nick Scorton. I like Nick Scorton.
Me too.
Outside of those names that I just listed, even Kelvin Banks, but I don't know. I don't really pay attention to O-line as much as I do every other position, which I probably should, but
there's a really easy way. Here, I'll show you. There's a really easy way to pay attention to O-line.
No, I just mean in general over the season.
Well, yeah, no, but going out of looking back on the season, you may not know shit off the top of your head. But
right.
to go in here and look at offensive line is sort of kind of a stat thing.
Right.
In a way. 0 sacks, 0.
Well, he only played 6 games, it looks like.
But still in 6 games, you let one guy hurt your quarterback. Okay, you look at all of these, and look at 13 games.
This?
10 hurries. This is Josh Simmons from Ohio State. Dude is 6'5", 310. He's 22 years old.
Okay.
You can kind of see Kelvin Banks. He played in 15 games, 1 sack, 2 hits, 7 hurries. Remember, hurries are somewhat a sack stat in the NFL. But I'll go on about Armand Hembo, and I'll show you where he's going to go, because I think he's a really good player. I'll show you, this guy from Missouri is really good. He's 6'3", 314. He's a little undersized when it comes to the tackle, but I think you can put him in move him in a guard. 9 hurries, 0 hits, 0 sacks, and pretty much played every snap. As a junior, yeah, he's 20.
Damn, he's only 20?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's a good tackle class for sure, but like I said, I just don't for whatever reason, I don't really pay attention to O-line, and I probably should because those are like you said before, you look at all the good tackles in the league and they probably went top 15. So, but no, I don't hate Jalen Milroe at this pick right here. In fact, I think it could and most likely will happen in real life, but like I said before, is it at number 6? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's that 6 either. But I have a 6. I have a Bama friend of mine. Shout out Scott. And I talked to him about. I was like, look, Jalen Milroe will be a top 15 pick. And he was like, no, there's no way. He sucks. He's not that good. And I'm like, I agree. He's not good. But what have we seen over the course of these years leading up to the modern era? Are you gonna want to pay somebody? You want to pay Milroe for 4 years, or take the gamble that Milroe is going to be super good and get his 5th-year option? You get a quarterback for 5 years at like $13 million a year. You have 5 years to develop him and bring talent around, and let him play really well. And I think having Brock Bowers is going to make his medium pass accuracy look improved.
Yeah.
Tell me, I mean, the throws that he missed this year, Milroe, were missed by wide receivers, but those catches were made by Brock Bowers. I mean,
yeah, I agree.
Brock Bowers is insane. But yeah, okay, the Jets. What do you think happens here, Peyton? Because
this is a weird one.
Yesterday, I'll tell you what I had. I had Mason Graham.
I don't hate that. But the thing is like, do you think that they'll do kind of like what the Eagles have done with Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter and run them both simultaneously, or is it just going to be one's out and then the other comes back in?
I don't think so.
Does that make any sense?
I think it does make sense. I just don't know. My head continues to think about what I just said about quarterbacks, and my head tells me Quinn Ewers.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
And personally, if I was the Jets, I wouldn't. But I'm kind of mocking it as a tendency thing.
I don't think
go there.
I don't think they would do that, even in real life, even if they needed a quarterback that bad. I think it's
continue.
What were you saying?
I was just saying, if we look at Mason Graham, I think that's a good spot for him. That's
yeah. No, I think it's like scroll down a little bit. Yeah, I think it'll be I don't know, because I want to say Will Johnson just because I want to get him off the board because I think he is a top 5 talent, but I don't know. I don't know what they're valuing more right now. I don't know if they want defensive interior or if they want help in the secondary or if they want a receiver, because I guess there's buzz that Garrett Wilson is going to ask for a trade. And in the event that does happen, I think Teteroa McMillan is the pick here. But again, because it's so early and we have no clue what's going to happen in the offseason, I would just go for the safe pick and go Mason Graham.
Okay. I agree. And also, you take a defensive lineman who's really good out of the hands of the Panthers. I think the Panthers are going to be in a trade spot. I think the Panthers may trade up.
I don't know,
what happened to Bryce Young at the end of the year. I think he's going to be – I think they're going to let go of some second-round picks and maybe get up here and fix the defense a little bit. Get an edge rusher like
Well, I think there's 2 ways that it could go. They do what you just said and trade up for like Abdul Carter, or they stick and pick at 8 and either go like offensive line, or they could go edge at like, I think like go to the defensive ends. I mean, you look at all of these edge rushers, you might be right. Edge is probably the deepest. But I mean, you got people like go back up. Nick Scorton, Michael Williams, Shamar Stewart, Jack Sawyer, James Pierce, Landon Jackson. I think this is either and even like JT Tuimoloau, I think that's how you say it. I don't know specifically where he could go. I've seen mock drafts with him in the first. I've seen some with him in the second. Yeah, go look at his stats real quick because he's he had a pretty good year, I think. Yeah, 14 sacks, 21 hurries, 13 hits. Yeah, no, that's like that's first round to me. But What is what are we looking at here?
I was looking at his where the snap, not snap count, but where he played. So it tells you where he played on all of his snaps. So he played a lot more outside the tackle. So kind of in that stand-up position. And sometimes put his feet and his hands on the ground and just the tackles. I think he's playing really good too right now against the best talent in college football.
Right. Yeah.
I had him yesterday. I had him going to the Eagles at 30. I think he's in the first round for sure.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of an Eagles type pick if they don't go Georgia Bulldogs. But I think what you could also see the Panthers do is take a guy like Will Campbell or Will Johnson off the board here at number 8.
I think what the Panthers will probably do is if they don't trade for O-line this offseason or sign some type of O-line, they're going to draft an O-line at number 8. And if they do, it's in between edge rusher and Will Johnson at number 8. I think, I mean, honestly, it's because we're, like I keep saying, because we're so early into, like, not even the offseason. Like, we're not even in the offseason yet. I think we should just go safe picks here. And I think it's going to, like, it's either between Mykel Williams and Nick Scorton to me. I just don't see the Panthers. I don't think the Panthers are going to take corner at number 8 when there's a lot of other places that need a lot more help. Because, you got, what's his name? J.C. Horn? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got J.C. Horn. He's a good cornerback. You can always – I don't want to say find good cornerbacks later in the draft, but, I mean, you kind of can. Like, you look at somebody like Clark Phillips. Like, I'm not comparing the two by any means. But Clark Phillips for the Falcons, I mean, he's like 5'9". And he had a decent year this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
like with corner, I think it's so – I don't really know how to explain it. It's just – weird to me. Corner is so weird to me. But
I agree.
I think the safest pick to me is Nick Scorton or Mykel Williams. I like Mykel Williams because obviously I'm biased because of Georgia. So we're going to put Mykel Williams number 8.
Perfect. Well, and also, I mean, like I was showing in the stats we were talking.
He's also a freak. So
6'5", 265, and he's 20.
Right.
So
I'm older than Mykel Williams. I feel like an absolute failure.
Oh yeah. He will still be 20 when he starts the season.
Right. Right.
That's a great pick for the Panthers. I mean, for the
okay.
For the Panthers.
I know what I'm doing here because I can't stand to look at his name on here anymore. Tedero McMillan. It's to me, it's like.
I just
agree. Say what?
I just agree only because
he's literally a tight end at receiver. He's like Kyle Pitts, but better. The dude is 6'5".
I know, but I don't know. I just don't think he's.
I mean, if you really want to go
Jamar Chase, I don't think he's Jamar Chase, number 9 pick type of talent. I think he's a top 30 pick, and I had him going. Where did I have him going? I had him going to the Commanders at 27. Well,
I don't think he goes that far. I don't think he goes outside of the top 10. I don't even know if he'll go outside of the top 5. I think he'll probably go top 5.
Okay. Well, and this is the thing too is I like having you on here too because that's my head and it's nice to hear somebody else's opinion on.
Right. And
I may just be naive, you know.
Right. Well, like I was saying, was that if you really want to get into it in real life, if this is the exact order and Tedero McMillan is already gone, I think the pick, if he's still there, is Will Johnson. Because I mean, who do the Saints have in the secondary that's like worth talking about? Tyrann Mathieu's gone. Marshawn Lattimore's gone.
He's gone?
Marshawn Lattimore. Wait, is Tyrann Mathieu still a Saint, or am I dumb?
He's still a Saint.
I was thinking of when he was on the
fact check us?
Yeah, we should probably fact check.
45 minutes.
Yeah, we might need to hurry this thing up.
Yeah, let's say once we get to pick 15, we kind of speed run the rest of it.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Great.
To the audience,
Go Bears.
Yeah. But
What were you saying, Peyton?
I don't even remember. Same thing as well, I don't know actually. I was gonna say same thing as Teteroa McMillan. We could just get him off the board and go Will Johnson here. But if we're going safe picks, O-line, like I think that's the only choice.
Yeah.
If they don't trade for an O-line or sign some type of
hedge, dude. Nick Scoring right here.
But I mean that's the thing is that you got somebody like Nick Scorton, and I mean James Pierce is still on the board. Whoever
I have James Pierce. I like James Pierce a lot.
I do too.
And let me prove my point. Let me try and prove my point here. 8 sacks, 43 hurries.
Yeah, 43 hurries is actually
insane. And he's 6'5", 243 pounds, and he's 21 years old. Just for comparison, I am 6 foot and I'm about 190 pounds. I'm a good cornerback size, dude, or running back. It's all zero muscle. It's all right. I might cry later. What do you think here, Peyton? Going back to noteworthy things besides my weight and height.
I think it's got to be O-line. Like I think, because I mean, outside of
let's go with the guy from Missouri, the guy who can slide in and guard, because that's one of their big needs is guard.
Well, go to the O-line category.
I think they have it split up.
Was it tackles or is it go interior?
Inside.
Because I don't think they need a tackle. They have Darnell Wright and.
Wait, hold on. Wait, everyone's just a tackle. I think that's how that works. Am I correct? Am I dumb? No. No, there's some guards. The guard class
yeah, I don't think the guards. I think like somebody like Kelvin Banks, he is 6'4", 320. So I don't really know what the like prototypical size for a tackle is, but like based off of Madden and college football, 6'4" is like kind of guard size. Am I wrong?
Yeah, so 6'4" is a tall guard. You kind of hit that.
Well, isn't the arm length what's most important?
Yes. Yeah.
Is there any way to know how long this man's arms are?
I want to look this up on my computer. I really want to look up how long is Kelvin Banks' arm, but I don't want something like horse cock to come up on my computer. Let's go back to what we were thinking. We can come back to this later, next month and pick
right. Yeah. No, absolutely. There's no point in like sitting here and trying to dissect everything as deep as we can possibly go because as I've said like 13,000 times, we are so early to this.
Right. This is why it's so fun because we can go back and look at this at the when the draft is over.
Ahmad Mimbao.
I do too, especially because
that's the guy you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he didn't allow a single sack, but he only played 6 games. But I don't know how much that matters. I think in hypothetical terms right now, I think he's probably the pick here.
Hold on. Did he get injured? That's what I want to know. That's where I want to figure out. Did he get injured? I just want to know why he only played 6 games. Started 13 games, 2023. He was a 2024 Outland Trophy watch list. But it doesn't tell me if he was injured or not. Screw you, Missouri, for not telling me if he was injured or not. Related. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure that I figure this out so I realize why this guy's where he is.
That's the best part about Go for Two is that we always like to spread misinformation.
Yeah, we did that yesterday. 2 days ago. So I had to clarify that.
I think we spread a lot of misinformation.
Travis Etienne. What thing?
I said I think we spread information every time that we've done this.
I think so too. I think that's why it's funny.
But it's fine because that's why I'm a casual football enjoyer because I spread misinformation and I don't fact check it.
If it was up to me and Not the Expert was already taken, I would call this the Not the Expert podcast. That's already taken. Shout out to Not the Expert.
Well, if you if you're worried about the injury thing, then Josh Simmons. Like that's what I think.
Okay.
I like Josh Simmons.
Cool. Oh, the 49ers.
49ers. This is where I think you could go Kelvin Banks.
Yeah.
Didn't Trent Williams just get a contract extension?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't need any secondary. The 49ers have like a sneaky good secondary.
They do. It's weird. It's kind of like the Chiefs in a way that they're like, you don't think about the Chiefs as a defensive team at all. Like, I think of San Francisco's offense first and their defense, but it's not like far behind from their offense.
Yeah, well, I mean, you look at their secondary, and I mean, they've got they have Renato Green, Tarvarius Ward. God forbid I try to pronounce that dude's first name. His last name's Lenore. And then Hufanga in the secondary.
You pronounced Hufanga right.
Hufanga?
I'm saying you pronounced Hufanga right, but you're having trouble with the other guy's name.
Dude, because his first name's like Dimawari. I don't know what his name is.
DeLorean.
DeLorean. I don't know his first name.
God.
I think Ashton Genty here to the Cowboys. It makes too much sense. You don't think so?
Let's talk about this. I know we're so early and we need to get a safe pick. And I will pick this if you don't agree with what I'm about to say. I think Ashton Genty is not picked by Jerry Jones because Jerry Jones never picks top talent of the board. He trades away, right? He'll go tackle, right? He'll go with somebody like Armand Dumbo, and it won't work out. I had Jalen Walker going to the Cowboys is where my head went.
You know what?
Jalen Walker's still on the board, dude.
Jalen Walker is absolutely still on the board. I don't know because I think about it. Well, I think about it, and I think of like Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Ashton Genty is per se better than Bijan Robinson. I'm a biased Falcons fan, so I'm going to say he's not. But where did Bijan go? Number 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's number 8. The thing about Ashton Genty is that I think the Cowboys are going to do what they did last season and just not pay attention to running back. I think it makes too much sense to go Ashton Genty here, but I think they're gonna have to either go like receiver or somebody on the D line. But I don't think they'll do. I think it's probably gonna be like somebody like Nick Scorton or Shamar Stewart.
I think you get Nick Scorton here.
I think Nick Scorton's probably that. It's just like a Jerry Jones thing to do, like you said, not necessarily pay attention to the best talent and go for what you need the most, which isn't really a bad outlook on it. But like you look at the like I was just saying about Jahmyr Gibbs, he went at number 12. People thought it was ridiculous because they didn't think that Jahmyr Gibbs was going to be that good, and now he's like top 5. So I don't know. The NFL is really weird.
It is really weird. I agree. What do we think?
I hate that Will Johnson is still on this board, but he's not going to Miami.
No, he's not. He's going to go to Indianapolis. So we can go ahead and mark this off. Malachi Starks, safety.
Yeah, I like that because Javon Holland's probably not coming back. Jalen Ramsey's aging. Who knows how long he's going to be good for?
Yeah.
Well, okay, hold on. Is there any way to take Will Johnson off? Like you can't undraft him?
No.
Okay. So I think Tyler Warren is probably the pick here.
I had Tyler Warren going to – no, actually I had Benjamin Morrison going to the Colts. I had Will Johnson going to the Panthers. I had Benjamin Morrison, the quarterback for Notre Dame. This guy.
Yeah.
I had him going.
Yeah.
The Dolphins, I think.
Well, he's also really good. He didn't play this season though. He got injured, I think. Okay. James Pierce at 15. That's what I think. I think it makes way too much sense. If the Falcons go literally, I cannot stress this enough. If the Falcons go literally any other position than edge, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really bad. There's gonna be a lot of things broken inside of my house and a lot of money that I'm gonna have to spend to fix all of it because
the brick wall is preventing your Wi-Fi to be good.
Dude, it's so stupid. Year after year after year, it's always something that the Falcons don't need. I don't hate Bijan Robinson. I don't hate Kyle Pitts. Those were really good picks at the time. Okay, let me take Bijan Robinson out of that conversation because Bijan Robinson was absolutely worth it. Kyle Pitts at number 8. That's not or number 4, wherever he went. I don't know. That's not ridiculous because he looked insanely good out of college. I still think he can be insanely good.
That's the thing. Like people are saying he's shit. I'm like, no. If you started in the league and you're drafted at 4 overall, are you going to get a little bit like pissed off that you're not getting the touches that you deserve? Like the Falcons went out, picked Kyle Pitts, and then didn't use him.
Right.
I'd be pissed, and when I was used, I'd be a little bitch about it and be like, "Ooh,
right, no, and I like
normal. Like trade me."
Yeah, I don't know if this is a crazy thing to say.
Give him a new spot.
Yeah. I don't know if this is a crazy thing to say. God, and I really don't care if it is. I still think Kyle Pitts is generational, and I think he can be. It's just the thing of because I've seen a lot of stuff about how he's like not putting in a whole lot of effort. Which, if that's the case, put in more effort, and you'll probably get like more touches. But I don't play football. I'm not on the field every Sunday or Saturday or Thursday.
You don't have to deal with the Falcons program.
Yeah, so. I don't know. But James Pierce at 15, I like that a lot. It makes way too much sense. And God willing, they draft him at 15 or any edge at 15. I don't care who it is, as long as it's not like somebody who was supposed to go in the 5th round.
Mm-hmm.
But that was my rant. So
no, we can both rant. We can talk about the Falcons one day if you want to. Because
I think Cardinals have to go O-line here.
I think they have to go with Armando Bimbo. I think Armando
Bimbo. I like that.
Slot him in a guard or keep at tackle. Yeah. I'm probably going to eat that pick later at the end of the year when they actually draft, and he doesn't actually go in the top 30. It's a go. All right, back off my rant.
Yeah, I think not Kenneth Grant. Mason Graham. I think the Bengals go Mason Graham if he's like still available somehow.
No, he's not. We took him earlier. We took him at 7.
Oh, it's 7. Oh, okay, never mind.
No, you're good.
I don't know.
This is Tyler Warren tied in.
Yeah, Tyler Warren makes a lot of sense, but at the same time, Trey Hendrickson, if he doesn't come back, the Bengals defense is like actually so sorry.
Right.
So I think it has to be a defensive I think Jalen Walker's a great pick here. I agree. I know it says O-line right there on the needs, but I don't really know how accurate this is sometimes. So I like Jalen Walker at 17. It makes way too much sense because Trey Hendrickson does come back, and then you have Jalen Walker and Trey Hendrickson. Mm-hmm. You have a pretty good edge there. I don't know what to do.
The fact that Ashton Genty is still here.
That's what I'm saying, though. I don't know what to do.
Struggled. I don't know where he's going to go. I have no clue.
It's like the same thing with safety. It's like running back doesn't really get valued as much as literally any other position.
No, it doesn't. Here,
I don't know what to do for the Seahawks here.
I don't.
Maybe somebody.
I don't like that. If I'm gonna go. I don't like Kenneth Grant. I don't know why.
No, well they drafted Byron Murphy or whichever Texas D tackle went to Seattle. So I think this is an edge. I think this is somebody like not Nick Scorton, Shamar Stewart or Jack Sawyer, Princely, however you say that.
He's old. Princely.
How old is Jack Sawyer? How old is Jack Sawyer?
He's 22.
22? Is that old? I guess.
On the older side. Yeah. Shamar Stewart.
Yeah.
21, 6'6", 290. 6'6", 290.
Jesus. I think it's edge.
But then again, if they're going to go edge, then they're going to go a guy like Jack Sawyer.
Yeah. It makes.
I just don't think that. I just don't think it's going to happen. That's not going to happen either, like Jackson. Princely wait. Why did I say Umatea? That's wrong. I think JT Tuipulotu wouldn't be a bad pick here.
I don't hate that either.
Okay,
I don't hate that either.
JT?
Yeah, we'll go with JT there.
And then here I think we can go edge too, if you're cool with this, and do Shamar Stewart.
Yeah, that makes sense. The Bucks actually have a pretty decent offense. They just need to. I like that. I don't hate that actually.
Me either. Corner, Benjamin Morrison.
Yeah, because I don't even know, other than Antoine Winfield and Tyke Smith, I don't know a single DB's name for the Bucks. Maybe I'm forgetting somebody.
Yeah.
But,
hey Peyton, I'm gonna give everybody some really great suspense. I'm about to piss myself, so I'm gonna go take a leak, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Because I'm actually gonna do the same.
Oh my God, we're gonna go. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna be right back, guys.
Oh. Well, my cat has decided to join us. So if you hear him in the background, that is Edgar.
Edgar.
Can you hear him?
I think we have to change the name of the podcast for the Go for One podcast.
What does that mean?
We just went number 1.
Oh, bro. Where'd he go? Oh.
Thank you guys for waiting around for us. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sorry that again our production value is
at $0.
$0. I gotta fix my headset. Put this on the actual jersey. I know people are probably freaking me out, but guess what? There's also 0 people watching.
That's not true. There's maybe not right now, but when we upload it, there might be some people.
Oh yeah. We're doing good on views, man. We're doing really good on views. Surprisingly, for what I thought this would be.
I kind of think I know who I'm gonna go here.
Tell me.
I think Tyler Warren is probably. I think it's either between Luther Burden, Emeka Egbuka, and Tyler Warren, because the Broncos have a pretty good defense. They showed out this year. I don't know if that's if this year was a whiff or whatever, but they have a pretty solid defense. And I think you continue to build around Bo Nix and help him out in any way possible on the offense, whether that be – oh, Jesus.
Bro, what are you doing to your cat?
Whether that be with Luther Burden, Tyler Warren, or Emeka Egbuka, Is that how you say it? Egbuka or Egbuka?
Ibuka?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're going to build around Bo Nix, though. And honestly, in whatever ungodly world that Ashton Genty is still available, I think Ashton Genty is a big here, too. I think it's literally in between the top 4 guys that were right there.
I was about to say, you can't go that. You can't, like, if we were a franchise and somehow Ashton Genty slipped to us,
Right. That's like
I would give our running backs in the running back room the middle finger and say, I hope you want to be the second.
well, the thing about Denver's running back room is that you have Javonte Williams, who's a good running back.
Solid. He's solid.
Like he's solid. He's not very good in fantasy though.
It's terrible. I
but-
heard that one out.
Steelers, I think no question about it. This has to be receiver. It's got to be Luther Burden or Emeka Egbuka.
Which one do you like more than?
I like
No thoughts.
Yeah, Luther Burden. If we're not doing thought here,
No thought. Let's see. Let's check Peyton's pick. He had 1,200 yards last year, which is why everyone likes him so much.
right?
He's 21, dude. Oh man, come on, Steelers, please. Okay, you want to hear my pick for this one? You ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Tyler Warren.
I don't hate that.
A safety valve.
I think that's actually a really good pick because I was going to say that because they
What does Jim Harbaugh do? He likes to run the football. Get a guy who can block for you and then run out on a pass for play action, bro. And then he can run the football too, dude.
Yeah.
It's Tyler
Tyler Warren's also like he reminds me a lot of oh my God, why can't I think of him?
Are you thinking of Kittle?
Kind of, no. But like that's I'll just say Kittle because like he's got the same type of like extension playmaking, receiver ability, but he can also like he still blocks pretty well too.
Yeah, he does. I think he's different from like a Brock Bowers.
Yeah. Because he's also like, what is he, like 6'4" or 6'6"? It's one of those two.
I think he's huge. 6'6", 260.
So he's a pretty big target. Like he's not that hard to find, especially with somebody who's like Justin Herbert, who is also 6'6". I think that's a really good. I like that. I like that a lot. I think this needs to be defense. I think it needs to be edge too.
Okay.
I like.
Which one do you like more, Jack Sawyer or Shamar Stewart?
Sorry.
You're good.
I don't know. I'd have to do more research on Shamar Stewart. Jack Campbell.
I have a thought.
Say what? Go ahead.
I have a thought. On my note sheet, I have someone on here that I told myself I would draft in the first round. I want you to think about Jahdae Barron. Okay.
Oh, is that number 7 for Texas?
Yeah. I think he's a Packer or he's a Steeler. I know he's 23 years old. He's a little undersized, but he gets the job done, dude. Like he tackles well. He flies to the football. I feel like the Packers don't have a number 1 corner anymore.
Yeah, but like, dude, you look at. Wait, say that again.
Like, I don't think the Packers have a number 1 corner. Is that fair to say?
I don't know. Because Jair Alexander is still he's still pretty good. And then, you got Xavier McKinney.
Oh, I forgot. I guess their DB room's better than I thought.
Yeah, they have Xavier McKinney, Javon Bullard, Jair Alexander. Jair Alexander. I can't remember his first name, but it's like Ballantyne. He's not that terrible. I think this has to be D-line, whether it's like interior, exterior, whatever helps. I like Shamar Stewart to the Packers. But I do want you to explain to me what you don't like about Kenneth Grant. Like what's wrong with Kenneth Grant?
I just don't think he's gonna get drafted very high. I need to do more research on him, to be honest. I need to actually.
That's why I'm asking, because I don't know anything about Kenneth Grant.
I think people will agree with me though. Like at least the whatever master that was in this.
Yeah.
And this website kind of agrees with me. I mean, Bengals and Texans are right here within these picks. So 17 to 25. I think that's fair. But I think the bottom side.
I think it's Shamar Stewart.
Okay.
I think it's interchangeable between Shamar Stewart and Jack Sawyer, but I think Shamar Stewart. And then
I think Jack Sawyer is going to drop.
Yeah. For the Vikings, I like I can't think of his name. You literally just had him on the screen. Cornerback, Texas. Johnny Barron. Yeah. I like Johnny Barron for the
I like that too.
The Vikings a lot.
Okay. The Texans. Emeka Egbuka.
This is a weird one.
Staring at you in the face. But I don't think they need wide receiver that bad.
I don't know, because the thing is, I might have shut my door. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Peyton's killing his cat, guys. Do you hear me just throw it across the room? I'm kidding.
I don't know. Wide receiver's a weird one for the Texans, because is Stephon Diggs coming back? Is Tank Dell gonna be the same? I don't know if that's an outlandish statement, but that is 2 ACL injuries in a row now. So, or was his first one ACL? Hold on, let me think. I don't know if it was his ACL. That's the second time he's injured his leg, though. And this second time was really bad. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
So I think he'll bounce back for sure. Absolutely. I think he'll bounce back. It's just a matter of is he going to be what he was before, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Well, then maybe they go on and get Emeka Egbuka if he slides down this.
Right. But that's the other thing I was saying is I can't remember. I can't remember if he played at the same time as CJ Stroud. But there's always the narrative oh, you could put them back together, but I don't even know if they played together. They're good. I mean, they're good on edge. Say what?
Yeah, Emeka Egbuka and CJ Stroud played together.
Well, then I think that's it right there. Then, because I mean, you look at their defense. They actually have a pretty good defense. Danielle Hunter, Will Anderson. I think their weakest position on defense is probably the interior D line.
Yeah.
But even then, I could just be talking out of my ass because I have no idea who's on the interior D line.
No, we're going to be better at this, guys. We're going to be a lot better by the end of the year, or by the end of the offseason.
Yeah.
I really like this guy down here at ECU, Siobhan Revel.
Siobhan Revel. I was just about to say, I don't know if this is crazy. I don't hate Siobhan Revel here, though.
Want to know why I like him so much? 2 receptions, a pick 6. He played.
Yeah. Well, he also got injured really early into the season. So.
Right.
But he's
6'3", 190.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's fast. He's fast.
I like Siobhan Revel too.
That's a very Rams pick too. Okay. Commanders. I'm a big
Walter Nolan fan. Yeah, I don't hate that because I was going to say they really need to get that defense in general better, whether it be D-line or secondary.
He played pretty damn good this year.
Yeah. No, I like Walter Nolan. I think D tackle is probably no, they have Johnny Newton and Jonathan Allen.
Yeah,
how long is Jonathan?
Maybe it's more of an edge spot like Brandon Jackson.
I like Brandon Jackson. I like Colson Loveland, and also that dude from Alabama, Jahad Campbell. Is that his name? The linebacker? Jahad Campbell, yeah. I don't hate that pick either.
I don't know his. I don't really look at him.
Oh wait, he's like middle linebacker. Never mind. They probably don't need that.
Yeah, no, he's young though.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess it's a value thing. So
look at CP3. I said that last time. It's funny. I don't know. This is a weird
This
spot.
could be, I don't know, but this could be where Jack Sawyer goes too. Because, I mean, dude's 6'5". So.
Yeah. Knocked out.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't think they'll go. I don't think this is an offensive pick here. I think this is going to be a defense thing at 27, especially with who all's left and stuff like. Which obviously this is probably nowhere close to what the real life draft is going to look like.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, if he's still there, Jack Sawyer makes a lot of sense.
Okay. I agree. I think it's a good pick.
Yeah. I think
That
this
could also
is
be a very Lions pick this year too.
Yeah. I think this is where Matthew Golden goes.
Okay. I agree. I think that's a good pick for them. I think he played really good at Texas. He played really good against Georgia, which is kind of my like. You play against Georgia's defense really well, then you're probably good. So that's only what happens. Yeah. I think it could be Matthew Golden or even the Josh Connerly Jr. guy from Oregon. What are you laughing at?
Well, I was laughing at your leg, bro. Why'd you have it up like that? The Bills. What do the Bills need? The Bills need secondary, and they need it bad. But at the same time, is there anybody that's a DB that's like worth taking here? Like go to the DBs. Maybe I'm leaving somebody out. I might be.
Great Amos, but not really.
I was gonna say, is he like?
No one knows. On every
he's coming back. He's coming back anyway, so he'll have another year.
I know. They'll have to wait till next year to hear our opinion on him. How was Kobe Bryant so far down the
I was going to say, I thought he was supposed to – dude, he had 2 touchdowns. 4 interceptions, 2 touchdowns.
Why is he so far down the board?
What? What happened? Like, what's causing this?
I don't know. Kobe.
He's supposed to be really good.
Why is he so far down the board?
$213?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Like, I mean, I don't know if he's like, I'm not going to say he's just a Will Johnson, but like 213?
Okay, so what I'm seeing is that his height may be an issue and his weight might be an issue.
Go back to his physical stats. What is he, 6'1", 175? What's wrong with that? Is he like, he's not born yet? He hasn't been born yet? Maybe that's why he's so low?
I don't know if he's going to exist. he's like a prophecy. They think
418 coverage snaps, 25 receptions. 409 yards. I don't know. I thought he was better than that. I still think he's good, but like I don't. Looking at these stats here, it looks like his best game was against West Virginia, not Western.
Sure. I'm looking at the Bleacher Report. We're gonna see what happened. Long arm cornerback that does a very good job of using his length to his advantage. Tools of the athlete, consistently flashes a handle of traits, athleticism, ball skills, a couple of top traits. Willing tackler who fills his role, shows good aggressiveness, and throws his body around, shooting through the thigh boards. Dude, I feel like I'm like reading the manuscript of a fucking porno right now. See what is happening. He had played 12 games, had 37 tackles, 3.5 tackle for losses, 5 or half sack, 4 interceptions, 11 pass breakups, and 1 forced fumble. Oh. Dude, what? Okay, however, his top end speed is questionable, and he shows hip tightness, leading to issues transitioning in coverage. His inconsistent technique can result in wasted movement and poor positioning. Okay.
I mean, that's pretty important.
Yeah, that's pretty important. you can't get the hips around, you ain't going to be able to cover nobody. Especially not the good receivers. But if I was a team and I got them down around 150 or something, I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, the thing is like the Bills also really need a receiver other than Keon Coleman. Like their D line is not that bad. It's actually like kind of good if you look at it from like a physical standpoint, I guess. I don't know if that makes any sense. But like all the dudes, all the guys on the D line, they're like pretty big, you know. I don't really think D line is the pick here. I think it's secondary, but like there's nobody that's really worth the secondary. Go to the safety. Is that like its own thing?
Yeah.
I don't know who any of these dudes are. I don't mean that in a bad way.
Fidel Castro's little brother, Sebastian Castro. He plays football at Iowa.
Makuba. I mean, I don't know. I guess go receiver. Like that's kind of the only thing that I can think of. But like, and you look at the receivers. Yeah.
Isaiah Vaughn.
Well, Tez Johnson, Trey Harris, Nick Nash, you know. I don't think Nick Nash is going in the first round, but I don't hate
doesn't exist anymore.
No, his career is sadly over.
I was about to say, dude, quick, fast, and in a hurry. That's a really easy way to end your career.
Yeah, that's so
with
terrible.
Shooting fake guns in the air. That's what it started with.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing that makes sense here is Kenneth Grant, regardless of like what they need, I guess, because they don't need running back. Obviously, James Cook is a dog, literally.
Right.
So, and I mean, there's not really receiver worth taking here anymore. There's not a secondary worth taking here. O-line maybe, but like, do they need O-line? That's the question.
No, not really.
Right. So
I think it's Kenneth Grant.
Yeah, I think it's the only one that makes sense.
I agree. It's kind of like what's left over in a way.
This is a weird spot to me because
6'4", 21-year-old.
I think Colston Loveland makes an argument here because Dallas Goedert is good. I like Dallas Goedert, but he doesn't really make your head turn. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Colston Loveland is somebody who could do that. But even sorry, he's scratching at the door. Landon Jackson, like it makes sense. Obviously, they don't need interior. And you've got Nolan. Did you hear that?
No.
Nolan Smith on the edge. He's sticking his hands through the bottom of the door.
Where's the doorknob? He's becoming sentient, Peyton.
Yeah, no, I think
you better give him a pill. You gotta give him one of them happy pills.
Yeah, no. I think I don't know. I think just to get him off the board, I'd say go Colston Loveland or why can't I think of his name? I was just saying it. The edge rusher.
Landon Jackson?
Yeah, Landon Jackson.
I think it's a good pick too. I mean, he's 6'7",
yeah,
280.
6'7". I'd go. I think Landon Jackson is the guy here.
I think it's a great spot. I think this one's pretty easy. Tackle.
Tackle here. Is Ariante Ursere still on here? I think he is. I think that's a good pick.
Who? Ursere?
Yeah, Ursere. Ariante Ursere.
Wow, Peyton, look at you coming out of the woodwork to this one. I like it.
Casual, okay?
Casual, but he knows what he's talking about. And I have a pick. I want you to close your eyes, and I'm going to make this for you, okay? Close your eyes. All right. One second. Okay. I want you to take a look at who I drafted at the end. Mike Green.
Oh,
First time you've ever heard
I
his
know.
name, right?
No, I know who that is. I know who
You know
that
who
is.
it is? Can I show
Yeah.
you something?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hold
Like, I don't really know what he. I know who that is. I know who he is. He's a hockey player.
Oh my gosh. He had 17 sacks.
Yeah, well, it's like
Same.
it's like the same situation. It's the same situation with Siobhan Revel. Like, they're both playing in the Sun Belt, or not. Eastern Carolina's not the Sun Belt, but you know what I mean. They're not playing it like Power 5. So, I guess some people would overlook. Is there? Oh wait, you just looked at it. Never mind. I'm looking at it right here. Yeah, no, I like that a lot. I would just have to look at him more.
Yeah. Hold on.
But
Oh my freaking hat. Okay, so I want to go back about that pick. The reason I picked him there was because I feel like that's very Campbell, whatever his name is.
no, I'm laughing at the title of the stream here. I didn't know that this is what you made. James and Peyton mock draft mayhem, must watch TV.
I gotta please the algorithm gods, okay?
Mock draft mayhem.
It's definitely, you cannot lie, it's definitely been mock draft mayhem.
Yeah, but I think the first two picks, well, I'd say first four. I think the first four is probably accurate, but I think anybody could tell you that. So I think after like 4, it's just absolute insanity from there.
Oh, God. Let's see. You want to see what the computer thinks is going to happen? Or do you get off?
How long is it going to take?
Like 2 seconds.
Yeah, the auto draft.
No. Oh, crap. Dear Lord, dude, I almost... Get this subscription thing off of my page, please. Dude, I hate PFF sometimes. It won't let me do it. My daily draft limit has been reached, Peyton.
You have to have a subscription to do mock drafts.
Yeah, I have to have a subscription to do more than one mock draft in a day. Or I think actually no, it's like 2 or 3 a day, and it's still thinking about the one I did yesterday.
All these things in their subscriptions, bro. Like, you have to have a subscription to like live at this point. Like, God forbid, bro. It's ridiculous. You know, Netflix. Netflix bases their prices off of the graphics.
What do you mean the graphics?
So standard Netflix, huh?
Like how nice the film is looking.
Kind of like this is how it works, to my knowledge, at least. Standard Netflix with ads is like $6.99 a month, and it runs at 1080p. And then Netflix with no ads ran at 1080p is like $12 a month. And then Netflix with no ads, 1080p and 4K UHD is $22 a month. For 4K UHD, $22 a month? Bro, that doesn't even make sense. What do you mean you're charging me by what my TV runs? That doesn't make any sense.
No, that's stupid.
It's ridiculous. Like, it's so stupid. And Hulu, I'm not gonna go into it with Hulu because I actually like Hulu. They don't like hoe you or anything, but I just don't understand why Netflix is charging you $22 a month just so you can watch something in 4K UHD. Go to Hulu and watch something there where it's like free. It's insanity. That's what you have to do. to get like 4K UHD, which I don't care about it that much. Like I'm not paying $22 for
as long as it looks better than this stream. That's all I really care about.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't have to watch it at the highest resolution possible because sometimes it looks worse. Like I don't know if you agree with me on that, but some TV shows that I watch on like Hulu and HBO Max on my TV, if it's like 4K UHD, it looks terrible. It's like dark.
Yeah, no. Well,
like all the colors are off.
They do that weird like HDR10.
Yeah,
it's just stupid.
I don't like it sometimes, but it's just that's my thought and my rant on Netflix subscriptions. It's absolutely insanity that you have to pay $22 a month just so you can watch your TV shows in 4K UHD.
And then imagine you get it, and then like you realize that, oh my gosh, my TV is not compatible with
that. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Like, you just paid $22 for it, and like, yeah, you can cancel it and just go down to the $12 subscription. But like, that's $22 gone for no reason.
Yeah, when you could do something else.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's ridiculous. It's all ridiculous.
Well, but it's also you think about it like cable back in the day. Not really that long ago, but like I guess I'm thinking like when I was like in middle school, and you go and watch cable, and yeah, there'd be like commercials, but you just thought that was normal, and your parents paid like $150 for every channel a month. Now you're paying like $175 a month for 8 different subscriptions. 8 different apps, 8 different passwords, and like all this other stuff.
Yeah, dude.
The whole idea. The box.
Yeah, bro. The whole idea of subscriptions is just so cringy to me.
Yeah, no, it's
why not? Why not
have the company, but not for us?
Right, I understand that, and like I get the point of subscriptions. I understand it because sometimes it's good. Like I can understand why it's a thing, but like in some cases, I would rather pay like $40 or $50 straight up for like a year.
Yeah.
Because like what Disney, like the whole bundle thing with like Disney Plus and Hulu Live TV and HBO Max or whatever else is ESPN Plus or whatever, it's like $89 for 3 or 4 different streaming services, but it's only a yearly charge. So like right. I'm gonna start doing that probably next when football comes back around because I mean there's no point in doing it now. Like I'm not gonna use live TV, Hulu Live TV to watch the news. So
also like YouTube TV has I feel like is like kind of like the best option.
Well, yeah, but like that's YouTube TV and I don't know. I don't like YouTube TV.
A lot of people don't like YouTube TV.
Well, they also raised it again. I think they raised the YouTube TV prices again. Because like Netflix, bro, I don't know. It's going to make me upset talking about it, but it's just ridiculous to me that like 3 years ago, you could pay $10 a month for a Netflix subscription and get everything that you've ever wanted with no ads. But now you have to pay $22 a month just for 4K UHD. It's, oh God, it's so stupid.
And the fact that they have to put like a blocker on what the quality of the video is.
And then like they're cracking down on the password sharing. Like, okay, it makes sense from a corporate.
That was annoying, dude. That was.
But like, bro, I can't even watch Netflix on my phone if I'm not paying for it. Which like that's a really like stupid statement, I guess. But,
First world problems, bro. Holy crap!
Right, but like the thing is like what I'm saying is like people who like are on their parents' Netflix subscriptions. If they move out and go somewhere, you can't watch it on your phone. You can't watch it on your laptop. You can't watch it on your TV. You're screwed. I mean, you can't watch Netflix.
No, you can't. I did actually find a hack. Not a hack, but if you go into the Netflix profile when you log in and you go to devices, it has a long list of all the devices that you've logged in on. And dude, I went in there and I started logging off on every device. I was like, okay, I'm gonna log out of Charlie's phone. I'm gonna log out of my mom's phone, my dad's phone, all this stuff, so I can put my TV out there. And there were some like random computers. Like I think my MacBook was on there. I think my mom's like old computer was on there. But if you go to the Netflix app, like sign into that profile and go through all of your devices and just delete the ones that don't exist, and then you can watch it wherever you are. Like, because I wasn't allowed to do it here because it recognized my location somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but then I was able to watch it here on my TVs here, and I have it on both TVs and my phone and my MacBook, and my parents haven't said anything. So, little life hack.
Yeah. Well, as long as they don't say anything, that's really all that matters.
Well, then they just changed the password too, so like everything's been logged back out. So I had to get
still in
rid
the
of all
back
that.
cave. I just realized that.
Yeah, where else are you gonna be?
I'll probably never take this off. I mean, my room looks too much like an insane asylum. Well, granted, this is not my room. This isn't my room.
Right. He actually pays rent for a room with pads on the wall.
That's not true. Don't believe that.
It's not for him. It's for his cat.
Just for anybody who is, I tie myself up with a straight jacket every night. So just for anyone who is watching, just for reason why this is my background, this is why I have it on, is because there is literally nothing on the wall in here. But this isn't my room. This is a spare room. And I just don't want to look like I live in a prison, so I have to use this thing. So this is me. This is my background. I love it, and
please
I'll probably never change it.
Please go support our GoFundMe for Peyton's green screen.
Yeah, if you guys want to, start a donation and buy me a green screen, or maybe just a new computer and Wi-Fi, I wouldn't reject it. Okay, I wouldn't reject it. I'm not asking you to do it, but if you did, I would gracefully accept, and I would not reject it.
You heard it here first. Get Peyton a green screen and a new computer. Yeah. That's about $1,500 actually. We put it all together for everything for Peyton's setup.
That's like all you need is 1,500 people to donate $1.
Yeah.
Just $1, please.
If you see this video, please go donate $1 to Peyton in a blind charity.
Yeah.
What else was I going to say? I had something else. I had some more news to talk about the channel. But I'm gonna be starting to post more videos, like shorts. I kind of showed Peyton earlier today. I went out today and posted a bunch of more. I went out and posted a lot more videos to try and reach more people. And also, Caden, the guy with Bet the House, our sponsor, he has told me to tell everyone. I'm going to put the link in my YouTube description of the Instagram page for Bet the House. You guys go over there and follow, and like, and do all the good things. He's going to the Bills and Ravens game on Sunday, and he's going to film a little bit, talk about his bet that he put up. Yeah, I'll go check that out. There'll be a link in the description of this video, maybe, and the description of the YouTube channel, which is now called Go for Two Show, by the way. So yeah, pretty cool. But I don't want to be there right now because it's going to be snowing. It's going to be. I think he said it's going to be 5 degrees and snowing. Like, yeah. It's going to be insane.
Yeah.
But
I believe every Tuesday, I hope every Tuesday is when we will be doing the stream. And there may be some weeks where it's like Wednesday, Thursday. I have no idea. But we're going to try to consistently get on a schedule of every Tuesday at 7:30, maybe sometimes 6:30. Again, it just really depends. I can't really give any straight answers right now, but yeah.
I have to ask off for Tuesdays for work. I start work next week. Start back on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
is that all you have? Is that anything else?
No, I don't have anything else other than the schedule thing, and then this weekend I will be out this weekend. I won't be able to do anything this weekend, but Tuesday next week, 7:30, same as always. Should be there, and what are we doing next Tuesday? Are we doing the spreadsheet or are we doing another mock draft? Probably the spreadsheet, right?
Yeah, nothing's really going to change mock draft wise for a while.
Yeah, we kind of have to wait like March.
Yeah, when the combine comes out.
Yeah.
I think we'll just talk about the game, like the playoff game, maybe. So maybe it
Yeah.
won't be as long of a video. It'll just be kind of like a 45
Well,
minute.
what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start paying attention to basketball, and I'm just gonna become an absolute genuine casual. I'm gonna change this from casual football enjoyer to casual football enjoyer.
There you go. Casual ball enjoyer.
Yeah, because we need more stuff to talk about, especially in the offseason. There's not a whole lot to go over during the offseason.
Yeah. Well, we could talk if you want to Tuesday. We can go over the Braves, what they did today. They put a 16-year-old pitcher from Cuba on. They paid him $1.8 million. So there's a 16-year-old that now plays for the Braves who throws 101 miles an hour.
I guess I'm a failure in life then.
Yeah.
16 years old pitching for the Braves, 20 years old, 6'5", about to be a top 10 pick in the draft. And I'm in an insane asylum room.
You see the holes in the wall, guys, earlier? That was where Peyton had bashed his head against the wall.
Oh yeah, right back there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put those holes in the wall. No, they're just anchors. But no, that's everything I have. So
cool. Well, thank you to everyone who watched, which was mainly no one, but we're gonna keep going and keep doing the podcast. Want to say like and subscribe, comment. Go follow us on Twitter. Now Go for Two show on Twitter and Go for Two show on Instagram as well. Yeah, go out, look for those. I'm going to start posting some more reels on there and breakout videos and whatnot. But yeah, y'all have a good night. Take it easy.
bye, everybody.
Goodbye. Where'd my mouse go? Hello, everyone. Now we're leaving.